It is Saturday, December 28th, 2024, and this is breaking news out of Medellin, Colombia. The Scopolamine Queen of Lleras Park has just been arrested. I have this story and a little bit of sicko news that's going on right now at the airport. Let's jump into this first story right away. Meet me on the other side, if you will, for comment. The Scopolamine Queen of Lleras Park is arrested, responsible for multi-million-dollar thefts from foreigners. The National Police managed to capture the woman known as the Scopolamine Queen of Lleras Park, who is believed to be the main person responsible for a wave of robberies against tourists. The Scopolamine Queen was wanted by authorities for her involvement in at least 8 robberies in which she used a drug to disorient her victims and rob them of their belongings. The thefts committed would have left her with millions in profits exceeding 200 million pesos. The arrest was carried out thanks to a joint effort between the Mayor's Office of Medellin, the Metropolitan Police, and the Attorney General's Office. The authorities were able to establish that the woman carefully selected her victims, focusing mainly on tourists whom she contacted in hotels and digital platforms. The most surprising thing about the case is that despite her criminal record, the captured woman was under house arrest for a previous conviction. It is hoped that this operation will help reduce crime rates in the area and regain the confidence of tourists. The Secretary of Security and Coexistence, Manuel María, assured that investigations continue to identify and capture the members of this criminal gang dedicated to this crime. This case is yet another example of the importance of coordination between different institutions in combating crime and protecting citizens. But let's hear right quick from the Secretary of Security and Coexistence, Manuel María.
We managed to capture the Queen of the Copolaminas in Lleras Park and in the Centro neighborhood, who is believed to be responsible for at least 8 theft cases. In the crimes, the captured individual used chemical substances to leave her victims in a state of helplessness, which prevented them from remembering the events.
In a public area of the municipality of Itagüí, a woman known as the Queen of Scopolamine was captured, against whom there is an arrest warrant for the crime of qualified and aggravated theft in a homogeneous and successive manner.
Among the most notable cases are 2 thefts that occurred specifically in Lleras Park, with a total value of over $120 million, where the victims were foreign citizens of American, Brazilian, and Italian nationality. The woman took advantage of her physical attractiveness to lure her victims and commit the crimes in hotels and rented accommodations through platforms. According to the investigations, her earnings from these crimes could be around $200 million. Each theft from foreigners could reach between $20,000 and $40,000.
The captured woman had been on the run from house arrest since 2022, where she was supposed to serve a sentence of 110 months for the crimes of qualified and aggravated theft, legal possession of firearms, and using minors to commit various crimes.
So there you go. They are at it. They are still working at it. Please don't think that the police are not on their job. They're on their job. It's just they got a lot of work to do. The next 2 short stories, and I've cut them short. They are sicko news, but it's going on now at the airport. You need to know who you're traveling with, who's sitting next to you on the plane. Antioquia has ramped up security at José María Córdova International Airport to combat child exploitation. The Directorate of Protection and Special Services, along with Medellin Colombia, has launched task force to detect and prevent such crimes. This initiative involves strict immigration controls and through monitoring in international travelers. Recently, intensified surveillance led to the identification of a foreign citizen with suspicious history related to, let's just say, films of the young ones, who is now under investigation. Here's another one that has to do with the sicko news. 2 American citizens facing charges of sexual abuse were denied entry into Colombia. They arrived at El Dorado Airport in Bogota and were headed to Medellin. Authorities suspected they planned a long stay, raising concerns. This action is part of Medellin's broader efforts to combat sexual exploitation, which include partnerships with Medellin Colombia and increased controls in strategic areas. So far this year, 12 foreigners have been arrested for related crimes and 27 people on international alert list have been denied entry. Medellin remains committed to protecting children and adolescents. So there you go. It's good news that they caught La Reina, the Queen, you didn't know, king and queen is rey and reina. So the queen of Lleras Park, the queen of Lleras Park, I could have swore I heard this story before. Somebody refresh my memory. I've read so many stories in the past 5 years, I can't keep track of one to another, especially when a lot of the stories are similar. So you tell me, did she get caught before? Is that why she's on house arrest? I thought that may have been Bogota. But anyway, I guess they're saying the main person. And of course, this main person does not work by herself. She's not out there by herself scoping people. So you saw the video. It's always pairs. So stay away from pairs, stay away from pairs. Freaking stay off the dating apps and stay off the pairs. I've given you another option as a dating app. I don't stand behind any of those though, but it's just another alternative to mitigate. That's what it's about. Going, having a good time and coming back safely. But the sickos, yeah, I pray you're not watching my videos. And if you are, may you be dealt with. May you be dealt with the severest of the consequences. I hope their prisons are like they are here in the U.S., where if they know you've committed this crime, that you get dealt with. So may you be dealt with if you're one of these sickos. Anyway, but you need to know who you're sitting with next to on the plane. So be careful who you associate yourself with just sitting at the bar. Just sitting at the bar talking to somebody and you don't know who this cat is. And next thing you know, this is your friend. He gets hemmed up. Well, guess who he was talking to? You. I know it's just one more thing that you got to worry about. But fellas, man, there's not billion, but there's a lot of places you can go visit. I'm not saying don't go. I'm just saying mitigate, and don't go down there for nefarious reasons. Go to have a good time, safely, legally. The key word, legally. Don't break the law, because remember, the laws from the United States do not follow you to other countries. You're beholden to their laws and their rules and their statutes, and it may seem irrational and not reasonable to you, but it doesn't matter. You're not a citizen from there or any other country you go. You lose your rights when you leave this country. Please know that. That passport gets you in, but does not secure you. How about that? Anyway, you're up to date with the latest news out of Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe. Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am dcbornrob official on Instagram. I am dcbornrob official 1 on TikTok. I am dcbornrob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. If you're in Medellin and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Maury. Contact information in the description below.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. dcbornrob.